Let's talk about the games happened on October 25th, Tuesday. We got three games. We got four games. Let's get into it. The first game is the Washington Wizards. They're 3-1, beating the Detroit Pistons 120-99. Bogdanovich, he's gonna score around 20 points on this team. I'm pretty sure. Um, is he gonna get injured? He's actually the 43rd ranked player right now, averaging 21 points, 3.8 threes. I think the scoring volume is gonna be there because him and Sadiq Bey. Well, Sadiq Bey kind of took a step back this year a little bit, just 27 points. I remember last year, even toward the end of the season, Sadiq Bey was getting like 35 minutes a night. But Bogdanovic is shooting super hot right now, 52% from the field. So that's going to come down. So maybe he's going to be in that top 60, 70 range, in my opinion. But he's not going to provide much else other than points and threes. Sadiq Bey, yeah, he's close to, I think he's pretty close to a drop, to be honest. He is, well, sorry, I take that back. He's actually the 52nd ranked player. Why did he only play 27 minutes? I guess the game was a blowout. Otherwise, he would get close to 30. He's averaging 15 points this season, 1.83, 6.5 rebounds, shooting 100% from the free throw. And that's really helping out his value. But I think, if he's not getting 30 minutes every night, I think you could argue that he's not a must roster. Because really, he's just a worse version of Bogdanovich. So maybe top 100, 110 in that range. Isaiah Stewart had a decent game, 13 and 10. No defensive stats, but he's doing a lot better than he was last year. At least he's not in foul trouble every game. And Kate Cunningham is a huge, massive buy low at the moment. 7 for 19. With all the where is his act right now? He's a 144th ranked player, yeah. Averaging 18.5 points. I don't really expect him to score like 23, 24 points, but I thought he would at least get to 20. 6 assists, that's also a bit low, shooting 38%. So there are a lot of rooms for him to improve. It's only been a week. The team, they got a lot of new pieces this year. Jaden Ivey wasn't there, Bogdanovich wasn't there. So the offense must have changed a lot. So he's adjusting to it. He's by far the best asset that they have. So they really want to develop him. Not much to say. Really buy low. Maybe Bogdanovich plus somebody for K Cunningham. Try trades like that because early in the season the rankings are all over the place. He's getting drafted, early third. So, but try, why not? Do a 2-for-1, see what happens. Jaden Ivey continues to play well. I mean, 2-for-4 from the free throw line is not ideal, but two steals, 11 points, and 4 assists. Not bad. Really, really not bad. And Jalen Duren, he popped off the first game, and outside of that, he's quite cooled off a little bit. First of all, we know the minutes is not. Maybe toward the end of the season, he's gonna get more minutes, but Isaiah Stewart is there, so also another young guy, and he's not even ranked. Sorry, I did Jaden. So many. Oh, it's Jalen. Yeah, he is not ranked inside of 200. So I feel pretty good about letting him go. Rest of the guys are not really relevant. For the Wizards, yeah, Danny Edvey at 26 minutes. I think we have to look at him and think about streaming him at least. He's been putting up decent numbers. He was in foul trouble a lot last week, but 7 rebounds, still in 2 blocks, 1 3, 9 points. That's like I prefer over a guy like Royce O'Neal. Kyle Kuzma, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 7 for 8 from the free throw line is nice. So last game he didn't really do much. This game he scored 25 points. That's really good. And Kristaps Porzingis, no blocks, but as long as he's healthy, all is good. And again, like if Corinthians plays super well the first month or two, I really would try to look to trade him because he's just gonna get hurt at some point. You know, Bradley Beal actually left the game for a little bit and came back actually. So hopefully it's not too severe. Put up 13, 6, and 4. Yeah, Bradley Beal is not gonna be a first round player. It's I don't think it's even gonna be close. I think he might be the top 30, 40 range. That's where he's gonna be. Because a couple of things, he's not shooting that many threes, and the scoring volume is not there. Maybe he can provide more defensive stats. Maybe that'll push him inside that top 25. But I don't really see him being top 20 or 25 guy unless. But it's still early in the season. We'll see. Monty Morris, 30 minutes. Yeah, just very boring. 6 rebounds, 6 assists is nice. But Jaden Ivey is better, for example. If Jaden Ivey is out there on waiver because he just gets way more steals. Rui Hachimura, not really fancy relevant. And Delon Wright only gets 16 minutes now. Yeah, it's weird. Some nights he gets 25, but you know, if any of the guards get hurt or whatever, Delon Wright is the guy. We gotta grab him. Okay, let's look at the next game. The Dallas Mavericks. This game very very sad. They lost by 2 points, even though the whole Pelicans starting lineup did not play. Wow, CJ and Valanciunas did. The Mavericks were -6. Guess it was a trap. But Luka played really well. 37 points, 2 for 13 from the 3. That is not ideal, but you know, this is the Luka we want to see. And the free throw, so far this year, he's been really, really good with his free throw. 1, 3 for 5 here. So let's see if what's his free throw percentage looks like. He's a 4th ranked player. Also, 1.7 steals and 1 block. I feel like that is not going to stick. 87% from the free throw line, that's not going to stick. So if you want to sell high on Luka Doncic, but really how many guys can you can maybe get Giannis and who else? Harden is playing super well. So that you ain't getting that. But Jokic hasn't been playing well. So I would, at this point, I would do a Luka and Jokic swap. But again, it depends on your team. If your team is not great efficiency-wise, then Luka probably provide, more points, way more threes. But Jokic, more rebound, more defensive stats. But something to think about, because I don't think Luka is going to be this good efficiency-wise and this many defensive stats. If you have to bet, it could happen. Christian Wood, 30 points. Yeah, he just came off the bench and just scored 20 points every game. Wood this year, I think due to his really poor free throw, he's actually averaging 24 points in 26 minutes. That is crazy. 89th ranked player because he's shooting 63% from the free throw line. So if he wasn't ignore his free throw, he's a top 20, 30 guy. Maybe try to sell high. Don't think he's gonna average 24 points and shooting 62% from the field. Maybe he could because he never played on a team like the Mavericks with their spacing, right? So maybe he could be that good. Not 62% good, but he can shoot 50% easily and score 20 points a game. I could see that happen. The Mavericks offense is historically great. Last year, the year before that. Because all the spacing they have. Reggie Bullock, yeah, not really fantasy relevant. Dorian Finney-Smith, yeah. Just a guy, if you need a little bit of everything, stream him and then let him go. If they only have a 2-week or 3 game week. JaVale McGee, not really relevant. And Maxi Kleber came played 27 minutes, yeah. For the Pelicans, okay, so they got a couple guys out. They have Zion, they have Brandon Ingram in concussion protocol, so he might miss another game. And they also don't have who is there? They also don't have Herbert Jones, right? They also don't have Herbert Jones. So a couple guys out. So Trey Murphy is the guy that we want to stream. Yeah, 22 points. Oh my God, he did not miss a shot. Okay, for sure we want to stream him. And maybe Larry Nance, but he only played 24 minutes. Larry Nance has a lot of upside given 30 minutes. Jose Alvarado, just the steals. I'm sure you've seen his YouTube highlight of him getting steals. But he doesn't really provide much. Devontae Graham, not really the biggest fan. So if all the other guys continues to be out, Trey Murphy and Larry Nance Jr., I look to stream. Trey Murphy, obviously, a must roster with all the guys out. Now, Marshall actually played decent as well, 15 points. Valanciunas, if you just look at, none of them had a good game. Valanciunas only played 22 minutes, 13 and 7, and CJ had a horrible game actually, but did have 11 assists, a student block, and they still got the win. Because all the bench guys came in, they shot 58%. That is crazy, you know. Shot 44% from the three. Maybe they just don't have the correct scouting report. All these guys shot, like all the bench guys. I mean, I guess all the defense really focused on CJ, but all the other guys just went off. You know, if you leave those guys open, they're gonna make some shots. All right, let's go to the next game. This is Rest City for LA Clippers. Where is Paul George? Where is Kawhi Leonard? Did they play a back-to-back? I don't think they played yesterday. I don't know. I don't think they play. Well, Paul George is out due to illness, and Kawhi is, maintenance thing. And they will play him 20 minutes and rest him. So that's the problem when you draft Kawhi Leonard. It's going to be a headache. If you want to buy it on him, hoping this might get better throughout the season, that's a risk I think that's reasonable because, I'm pretty sure the owner is pretty frustrated right now. So if you can maybe throw him some players that are overperforming, maybe they will just take it. Because it looks like he's gonna miss all the back-to-backs for sure. And, Reggie Jackson, so with all the guys out, sure, Reggie Jackson and John Wall, yeah, let him go, man. Like, both Kawhi and Paul George didn't play. John Wall played 20 minutes. And he's going to miss some games. So, if you got him, please drop him. And Reggie Jackson, with all the guys out, he's worth a stream. But he didn't do much this game. They got blown out. Norman Powell at the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nobody played well. Zubac had another huge game, 7 blocks, 14 rebounds. Ooh. Some nights he gets 20 minutes, some nights he gets 35, grab 15 rebounds and 5 blocks. So that makes him, interesting. He's not going to get consistent 30 minutes, and also depend on the matchup. That's going to determine his minutes, but he's worth a stream, I think. At least when Clippers got a good schedule, and all the guys gonna rest, so he might get some extra minutes. Robert Covington is not it. We should let him go. Just not enough minutes, even though the defensive stats still look pretty, and 2 threes. Luke Kennard played 28 minutes, just the 3-point streamer. But if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George continues to miss some games, Reggie Jackson, we could potentially stream him. And we look at Oklahoma City. Now, this game, this is... okay. So Shai missed the last game due to... I don't think the injury was serious. Maybe it was. So the original report is that he's going to be out. And then like 20 minutes before the game started, they say, oh, he's playing. And he just went off. Oh my God, Shai is so good. There's no way he should be getting drafted in the 4th round if he can play like 65 games. So we'll see how many games he plays. He already missed a game. But whenever he plays, this guy is so good. Also, it's a very small sample size. He only played 3 games. But so far, he's obviously a sell high. 31 points. He's a second-ranked player. 31 points, shooting 100% from the free throw on 6.7 attempts. That's not going to happen. 50% from the field. Maybe he could improve his field goal to 47. He was kind of bad last year, but 49 is also too high. 2.3 steals, 1.9, yeah. I mean, every category he's kind of overperforming other than rebound and threes. Obviously, a sell high. And the guys I would target, if you can, is... okay, so like if you take Shai and trade for Kate Cunningham, I don't think Kate Cunningham's owner is going to say no. But is that a trade Shai is going to play less games than Kate, most likely. So that's a trade. But right now, given a second, you should probably aim higher than Kate Cunningham. Maybe aim for Karl Anthony Towns. But who knows where Cat is going to end up. Maybe Shai plus somebody for Jokic. I think I'll be much more comfortable with trade proposal like that. But yeah, you should try to sell high on him. The main thing is he's not going to miss. He's going to miss a bunch of games. Otherwise, I think he's a top 20, top 25 player. But because he misses that many games, maybe overall value is 40. Who else went off? Trey Mann also. Yeah. If Josh Giddey is going to miss some time, let's stream Trey Man after this game. He may not play this well. I mean, he didn't shoot the ball that well, but 25 points, 2 threes, 2 steals, and 4 assists, really good. Aaron Wiggins may be thinking about stream, but I don't know. Lou Dort one for 11. This guy, you could continue streaming for points and threes, but don't really trust him. I think when Josh Giddey comes back, he 100% is just a streamer. But pick up Trey Man after this game. Just overreact a little bit. If Josh Giddey gonna miss some time, I expect him to play 30 minutes and sometimes put up numbers like this. All right, let's talk about the last game. This game was kind of, Warriors. What are they now? 2-2. They got destroyed by the Phoenix Suns. I think they were 1 point favorite going in. Phoenix Suns, they're just so good in the regular season. Shouldn't really bet against them. 105, 134. And Andrew Wiggins is the only guy who got over 30 minutes. 16 points, pretty solid numbers. Andrew Wiggins has been great this year. And I do expect him to kind of carry more of the load in the regular season. Andrew Wiggins is right now, oh my God, the 13th ranked player. That's probably a sell high. 20 points, sure. 18, 19 points, sure. He's going to be around that range. 2.5 threes. Why is he so high? Oh, 2 steals and 1.3 blocks. Yeah, those numbers not going to sustain. But who knows? Definitely not 2 steals, but who knows? He can be a 1.3, 1.4 steals guy. That could happen. He could average 1 block. Free throw is his issue. But I do expect Wiggins to be really good this year, to be honest. He must have gained a lot of confidence winning the championship. Now he's got the monkey off his back. People always talk bad about him in his Minnesota days, which is, somewhat deserved. Really doesn't really play defense and average 4 rebounds a game. So, feel like he's going to have a good year. Steph Curry, try to sell high if you can. I just feel like, I said many times, the minutes and how many games he's going to really miss. And do Warriors really care about regular season all that much? They want to build good habits, but I don't think they want to give Curry too much load this season. Some of the young guys for sure. And Klay Thompson got ejected this game, and I think he might be droppable. Where is Klay? He's not even ranked this season. And he's not getting 30 minutes. He played 25 minutes. And he's going to miss back-to-back, so you can't even stream him. It doesn't make sense to stream him. So it's up to you. I know he's getting drafted really high. Maybe wait for him to pop off and try to trade him. He's got good name value, right? And drafted pretty high early in the season. Maybe you can do trades like that. But I feel like he's going to be droppable soon. Or even now. If you got a better guy on the waiver wire, if Jaden Ivey is on the waiver wire, I would go pick him up and drop Klay Thompson. Fantasy-wise, he just give you points and threes, and he's not getting the minutes. He's probably not getting the usage either. So, Jordan Poole, 27 minutes. Okay. If Jordan Poole gets 26, 27 minutes, we can hold him, but just don't expect him to be like a top 60 player. Maybe around 100. Maybe when Klay starts resting, he can come in and play 35 minutes, right? Really carry the offense. So Jordan Poole has some value to hold. So he's better than Klay for sure, in fantasy at least. Draymond, wow, what a game. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. But if you have Draymond, you got to think about pounding points. And let's see, how many games like this he can have. Because he struck way too much. He's too inconsistent when it comes to putting up the numbers this year. Rest of the Warrior guys, James Wiseman, we got to drop him. We shouldn't be holding on to him. They got too many guys. He's never going to play 25 minutes consistently. Even if he gets 25 minutes, is he really worth holding? That's something you have to ask yourself. For Phoenix Suns, Mikal Bridges, wow, 7 for 8, 1 steal, 2 blocks. What a game from him. Really, really good. Cameron Johnson, okay, the minutes is there. I don't mind holding on to him just to see what happens. If he can, because a couple games, he was in foul trouble. You have Damian Lee come in, play 25 minutes. And he just hasn't had start. I feel like if he start playing better, he's going to earn more minutes. So I'm willing to wait for a little bit. DeAndre, for example, Cameron Johnson is probably going to end up being better by Klay Thompson. Even though they're both really struggling right now. Devin Booker, 34 points, yeah, really good. Not much to say, and 3 steals is what stands out. And CP3 had 4 threes, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and they all play well. I don't know. I don't know. Well, DeAndre Ayton had 5 fouls, but before that he had 14 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. They all the starters play well. I don't know what to think of this Phoenix Suns team. They just do really well in the regular season every year, and I don't know. They're definitely not. I don't think really people see them as a contender this year. Maybe after they win 60 games again, people are gonna be like, oh, they're a really good team, and then in the playoff they lose to the Mavericks again. Who knows? All right, that's it for all the games, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.